Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews, and today we are taking a look at the brand new Hammond collection Scorpios Rex from Camp Cretaceous. Now, we're going to start off by taking a look at the box. I'm just going to set the figure to the side. The box is pretty big. This is one of the figures that's like the medium to large ones, so it falls in the same size class as like the Stegosaurus, Carnotaurus, Allosaurus and Therizinosaurus. So it's not one of the big carnivores, but it's also not one of the small, medium ones. So we've got a really nice art rendering of the Scorpios Rex on the front of the box. Nice embossed Jurassic logo. Then we've got Jurassic World Hammond Collection Scorpios Rex. On this side, we've got a screenshot of it from the show and the Camp Cretaceous logo with Netflix. On this side, we've just got Hammond Collection and the artwork continuing. On the back, we've got Camp Cretaceous logo, we've got Scorpios Rex, and then we've got some CGI renders of the figure. On the top, Jurassic World. On the bottom, just words. There we go. So that's the packaging looked at. So here is the figure. It does come with accessories, but we'll look at them later. Now, I really like this figure. Not my favourite in this wave. I do think my overall favourite is the Mutadon that we looked at last week, but this is a pretty good one. So if I just bring the camera in close, we can see that they have ditched the glass eyes. I mean, I'm kind of glad that they ditched the glass eyes for the smaller figures because they weren't quite working. But for the bigger figures like this size and above, they could have easily kept the glass eye look. But the paintwork on the eyes is, you know, it's pretty decent. I am happy with it. With the nice red eyes. We've got all the teeth that are made of the soft rubbery material, which means they can make them look sharper. Because the older figures that were actually moulded teeth and painted teeth looked really dull. But with these rubber ones, they can make them look sharp. The teeth, unfortunately, do look pretty stupid. If I open the mouth, it sort of looks even worse with the mouth open because you can see where they're attached and everything. So, the teeth could use some work. But apart from that, the figure itself is really nice. There is really not that much paintwork on it, so it's all moulded in this dark grey-black colour, the full length of it. The only paint is the underside, which is done like a light grey colour. There you go. That's pretty much the only paintwork on the body. The rest of it is just the eyes, and that's it. Oh, and all of the little like scoots and stuff across the body are painted as well. So they're painted in a more pale grey colour. So you can sort of see it a bit more with this one on the leg. There you go. So most of them are painted across the body as well, to just add a dash of colour here and there. The quills on the back of the... Focus. So the quills on the back of the head, the arms, and the tail, they are all a soft rubber material, so you don't need to worry about them breaking. The hands are also made of that same soft rubbery material, so once again, they can get the claws looking nice and sharp without them actually being sharp. Now, it does come with a spare set of hands, and they really don't look that different. I'll just move that arm out of the way. So these are the hands that he comes with straight out of the box. And he does come with this spare set of hands, which, like I said, don't really look that much different. The hands are a tiny bit more splayed out, and here these two fingers are sort of even, whereas on this one they're more outstretched. So there's really not that much difference. So I'm not gonna bother changing the hands out. The other accessory is drool. Now, I don't know if this is meant to represent venom. I think in the product description initially it was meant to be venom drool, but if you've watched the series, you'll know that Scorpios Rex doesn't have a venomous bite. It's the tail that's where the venom comes in. So it's like I think it can eject the quills to like shoot the quills out of its tail to inject the venom. But other than that, it's basically if you get got by this thing's tail, you're dead. So to put the venom in the mouth, so open the mouth as far as you can. This bit goes on the roof of the mouth, and then you just kind of shove it in. Now I can never get this in, perfectly, but I'll get it in as best I can for the sake of it. So there we go. So it'll look something like that. It hooks around, it hooks over the teeth to keep it in place, and then you've also got slots on the inside for the normal teeth to go in, but like I said, I can never get this in properly. So, for articulation, we have the mouth that can move, as you've seen, and the inside of the mouth is done really nicely, apart from the teeth. The teeth do look odd. But the inside of the mouth is a nice pink glossy material. I do actually quite like the flick of the tongue as well that it's done. So I like the flick of the tongue. The roof of the mouth is the same pink, focus. Roof of the mouth is the same pink glossy material. So the tongue and the inside of the mouth, these aren't painted, they're moulded in the pink plastic. I'm not sure if the plastic itself is glossy or if they've added a gloss wash to it afterwards. But anyway, so the mouth can move. Now, instead of having ball joint, like pretty much every single Hammond collection has at the moment, we have a swivel where the head meets the neck. So that is all you're going to get out of the head. But we do have a ball joint at the base of the neck. So this figure looking up and down is purely where neck meets body. So it can look that far up, and it can't really look down. Its down is more looking straight ahead. But then with the side to side, you can sort of do that and then tilt the head a little bit. But no, it looking up, down, left and right is pretty much all in the neck, which is unfortunate. For the arms, they can do the basic forward and back, and also out to the side. At the elbow, you've got the elbow bend, so that's full. I'm gonna move this arm out of the way. So that is fully stretched out, and that is fully bent. So you got about 90 degrees of bend in there. That is also a swivel. At the wrist, you do get the swivel and also up and down. So you can tuck it all the way in, so it can pretty much 90 degrees from the arm and most of the way up. I always tend to have it like sideways on because that's like your accurate stance for dinosaurs, but this is a fictional species. Legs. So we've got a ratchet to go forward and back, which is good because that'll hold the position. We've got a tiny bit of in and out movement, but not much. We've got the knee, so fully extended. Yeah, the leg is pretty much straight, and then fully bent. You sort of got it like a nice crouched position, and that is obviously also a swivel. At the ankle, you can fully straighten the leg out. Oh, this is also like a soft rubbery material, by the way. This knee pad, this knee spike growth thing. So yeah, so straightened all the way, and then bent all the way, so you could really get this thing crouched if you wanted to, which is good because it does walk around on all fours at some point, or at least it balances itself on all fours. Foot, all the way extended back, and then all the way extended forward. When I can get it, because and there we go, that's all the way extended forward. So like I said, if you wanted to put the... You could get the leg in pretty much a really nice crouched pose if you work all the joints together. Oh, and obviously the ankle is a swivel and the foot is on a swivel. Tail is on a ball joint where it connects to the body, and it also has the bendy wire in it. This isn't a solid rubber tail. The actual tail part is basically just a skin, so as you can see it does have some give in it. So that's basically just a skin that goes over the actual tail mechanism. So I'm not sure when they do it like that, where it's like a skin, I don't actually know if it's a bendy wire in it or if it's like a segmented tail that's on the inside and they've just put the skin over it. But either way, you get some good articulation out of the tail. And that is pretty much it. It stands well. With the sort of the thin legs, to me it takes a little bit more balancing than, say, the T-Rex. Well, I can't really count the T-Rex because it has massive feet. It takes a little bit more balancing than, say, the Therizinosaurus and the Spinosaurus, because they have more chunky legs and bigger feet. But they only have bigger feet because this one only has 2 toes actually touching the floor. It would have been nice if it had some articulation in the sickle claw, sort of like the Amber Collection Velociraptors did way back when. But you know, it's still a really good figure. And that is all I can really say about it. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!